Andy Bhatti is cycling up Knox Mountain in preparation for a much more grueling mountain climb. He's planning on riding his bike from Vernon to Vancouver in July. The 6-day ride will certainly test his endurance, but this 34-year-old has already conquered a mountain. You see, he's overcome a drug addiction and life of crime brought on when he was sexually abused as a kid in Langley.
I got stuck with a big brother from the Langley Big Brother Association. My first big brother was Andre Francis from BC Lions, super awesome guy. He got traded a couple years later, got stuck with another big brother, and was sexually molested from the ages of 9 to 14. At the age of 15, I became a full-blown heroin addict.
Many sexual abuse victims turn to drugs to numb the pain and counter the threats of speaking out.
They don't know how to express their feelings, so all they know how to do is react in unpositive ways to the situation that's happening. And then most of the time they're too scared to tell somebody because they got fear told into them, or we're gonna hurt you, or this or that. So they don't want to tell anybody because they believe the person that they're talking to actually loves them, so they don't say anything. So they're getting bribed.
Bhatti was a full-blown heroin addict on the downtown east side and was charged with various offenses ranging from burglary and robbery to trafficking. When he turned 27, his abuser was arrested and Bhatti sought help in BC. But he couldn't find it and ended up flying to Ontario for the Theo Fleury Men of Hope golf tournament. There he met the Men of Hope founder, who introduced him to other sexual abuse survivors, and Bhatti realized he wasn't alone. Now clean for almost 7 years, he's making the ride to generate awareness of child and youth sexual abuse and to raise funds for organizations that provide counseling to victims.
I have more of a desire to stay clean than I do to get out of it. I have too much to lose. I didn't have a nice car, I didn't have a nice home. I didn't do the things I used to do when I'm 95 pounds, strung out on heroin on Hastings, picking my face. Right now it's like life is good, had me to jail in 7 years, got a good job, going to school. If I can get clean after spending like 8 years in jail and having 90 convictions and being a heroin addict for so long, walking straight out of Hastings, anybody can.
In an effort to raise even more money, Bhatti is bringing to Kelowna a former Canucks goalie who almost won a cup with Vancouver in '94.
We're going to bring Kirk McLean here to the Post House Pub. We're going to sell 20 tickets, $125 a ticket. All proceeds go to Sophie's Place, that's founded by Gene Simmons' daughter. It's a child and youth sexual abuse center for kids from the ages of 0 to 18. We're also going to have Kirk McLean here in Kelowna doing a private signing. People can come, it's $20 an autograph. We're going to sell photos. All proceeds will go there also.
Bhatti will start his Men of Hope ride for a reason in Vernon on July 15th. All proceeds go to Sophie's Place, the child development center in Surrey for victims of sexual abuse. It's places like that he believes are critical for abuse survivors.
Because if their doors shut down, people like me don't get clean, we're back in jail doing robberies, kicking in your house, stealing your car, selling drugs to your kids. And what? We're back in the cycle. We're stuck back there. You know, if we don't get help, society doesn't get help, and we're just going to cost society more money. So it's better to support survivors of sexual abuse and addiction than to take all the budget and cut it away, and you're paying 5 times the amount of money to send me back to jail for another couple of years. It doesn't make any sense.